tonight's performance of Pluribus 2.0. The show you're about to see has been a revamping of a show that this performance group did originally in September for the incoming freshmen. The group that you're seeing performing tonight is called I Am We Are, and it's a completely student-led, student-run group that's been around on campus for about 10 years. All the material in tonight's show is original by members of this cast and by members of I Am We Are. So it's not as if we went and bought a script somewhere to present for you this evening. Tonight's show reflects the life experiences of all of us in the group that we want to share with you tonight. So sit back and enjoy the show, and if you would please do your part to support social justice, namely turn off your cell phones.
Everyone, stand in line. Take each other's hands.
Look at each other. These are your friends, your classmates, your community.
This is Gustavus.
Listen carefully and follow instructions.
If your parents ever told you you could be anything you wanted to be, take one step forward.
If you've ever been ashamed or embarrassed of your clothes, house, car,
If you have ever tried to change your appearance, mannerisms, or behavior to avoid being judged or ridiculed, take one step back.
if your parents are professionals, doctors, lawyers, professors, business people, take one step forward.
If your parents took you to art galleries or plays,
If you got to go to summer camp or private school,
Take one step forward.
if your parents encouraged you to go to college, take one step forward.
If you were raised in a single-parent household, take one step back.
if your family owned the house where you grew up, take one step forward.
If you were raised in an area where there was prostitution, drug activity, or violent crime, take one step back.
If you were able to avoid areas like that, take one step forward.
Your ancestors were forced to come to the USA not by choice, take one step back.
If you were ever forced to rely on public transportation, take one step back.
If you saw members of your race, ethnic group, gender, or sexual orientation portrayed on television in degrading roles, take one step back.
If you were ever uncomfortable about a joke related to your race, ethnic group, gender, or sexual orientation, take one step back.
If you were ever afraid of violence because of your race, ethnic group, gender, sexual orientation, take one step back.
If you were ever the victim of such violence, take one step back.
If you still believe you can be anything you want to be, take one step forward.
Look around. This is your community. This is Gustavus. These are your privileges. These are your burdens. Where do you stand?
I'm a guy. I'm a nerdy guy. I like Star Trek and Star Wars, and I love my video games. Guitar Hero and Warcraft are a couple of my favorites. Now, I wasn't very athletic in high school. I didn't participate in any sports, and I don't go work out in Lund. But does that make me any less of a man?
I'm a guy. I like being a guy. I play sports, I play hockey, and I play baseball. And I'm pretty good at them. I don't like chick flicks, and I do like action movies. And it's not that I'm insecure in my masculinity, I just don't like the color pink. I don't know what that says about me, but I just like being a guy.
I'm a guy, but I never really understood people who overly attach themselves to their gender. I mean, I always like to work out in lawn, have been playing sports for all my life, and I do feel the responsibility to protect my loved ones and my family. But I also do like to go shopping a lot. I like to see the flowers bloom during spring, and my favorite movie is The Titanic. Now, does that make me any less of a man, whatever that means? I mean, hey, I do have a penis.
I'm a guy, but I've never really been comfortable thinking about myself that way. I mean, I just don't see myself in most other males, and I've always related better to women. And add to that the fact that I'm gay and can't always trust other guys to be cool with that, and everything just gets more complicated. I never quite know what to think when people ask my boyfriend and me who the woman is in our relationship. Seriously? I do know that, for whatever reason, I'm proud to be a guy. I'm proud to be a man who loves another man and who wants to smell decent and fold his clothes very, very carefully. I'm a man who loves another man.
I'm a man who loves sports.
I'm a man who loves science fiction.
And I'm a man who loves Titanic.
Got a problem with that?
I don't want to tell you.
I want to tell you.
I don't know how to tell you.
I don't want you to think that I'm weak.
I want you to think that I'm strong.
I don't know what you'll think.
I don't want you to worry.
I want to handle it on my own.
I don't know if I can do this alone.
I don't want to be depressed.
I want to be happy.
I don't know how to be happy.
You're my friend.
You're my sister.
You're my father.
You shouldn't have to deal with this. I need you to treat me the same.
I need you to listen.
I need you to ask.
If you asked,
If I told you,
If you knew,
what would you say?
I hear you're going to Gustavus. All the girls there are really smart. All the girls are really attractive. They're always in the gym.
And very community service oriented.
A gusty girl always stays involved.
With everything. And you've got to be social too. Better find a boyfriend. And you always have to go to parties. Oh, and you can kiss girls when you're drunk. But don't be a lesbian.
And don't have sex except with your boyfriends.
And don't drink too much, because no one wants to hold up your hair when you puke.
You also have to get into grad school.
And start a family.
And don't forget, gusty girls always have a good attitude, so smile.
hi Lou. Hey Lou. There is something that I need to talk to you about.
Okay, what are you going to talk to me?
I think you're a really great person.
I
and
think you're great too.
And I know we come from different backgrounds, and we've only been living together a few weeks, but I found something of yours.
What'd you find?
It was long and bumpy and
What?
you know what? You know, a personal manipulation device. Electric boyfriend. A bomb.
What's a bot? Just tell
Battery
me.
operated partner.
My vibrator!
Oh my god, the CF might hear you. I would just appreciate it if you don't leave that thing lying around.
Okay, if it really bugs you, I'll just put it away.
Oh, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Wait, Lily, hold on. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How do you stimulate your clitoris?
Hey, dude, do you mind not jerking off when I'm in the room? Yeah.
Will you marry?
Aaron, he proposed!
She said yes.
Oh, that's perfect. You two are so cute together.
Oh, man, it's about time.
Oh, you two are gonna have the cutest kids.
Whoa, slow down, girl.
Oh, I just mean it. I love mixed kids. They're so adorable.
All right, you gotta let us plan the bachelor party, all right? Whoa, dude, slow down. I just asked her yesterday.
Oh, Vera Wang has the best wedding dresses. I can't wait to go dress shopping with you.
Vera Wang?
You mean I'm gonna get the best wedding lehenga? You know, at Batia's Fashion Boutique, they have all the best lehengas.
Oh, so you're not gonna wear white?
Man, we have so much fun at the reception. Hey, my brother, he had the best DJ. I'll help book you for man.
Awesome, but she doesn't even listen to the same music I do. I mean, the DJ probably wouldn't have the music she listens to.
I cannot wait to get married in the same mandir my mom did. It's so beautiful. There's so much design.
Married in the what? The mandir?
Oh, the Hindu temple.
Oh, well, won't you want to be married in a church?
Oh.
And we're gonna have to spend so much money on food just trying to accommodate everyone.
Oh, don't worry, man. I love Cajun food. Jerk chicken, that's my favorite.
No, she's Indian, like from India.
Oh, shit. That's alright. I'll still bring jerk chicken.
Damn. This is gonna be kind of hard.
You know, this whole marriage thing is complicated enough without all this extra stuff. So will you marry me?
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off. Why? What's wrong? I hate this girl in my class. What girl? Some stupid nigger. Whoa, Michelle, you can't say that. Rewind. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off. Why? What's wrong? I hate this girl in my class. What girl? Some stupid retard. Whoa, Michelle, you can't say that. Rewind. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off. Why? What's wrong? I hate this girl in my class. What girl? Some stupid dyke. Whoa, Michelle, you can't say that. Rewind. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off. Why? What's wrong? I hate this girl in my class. What girl? Some stupid fat ass. Oh, I know, she's disgusting, isn't she? God, I can hardly look at her without wanting to throw up. Oh, were we talking about the thunder thighs or the fat fuck sitting right next to her? The fat fuck. Oh.
Being molested at 6 years old, I didn't want anyone to touch or look at my body. I no longer had control. It happened to my mother, my aunties. It was a cycle that needed to be broken. But when it happened to my 4-year-old sister, I had to gain back control. Not just for me and my little sister, but every little girl out there who doesn't have control over their bodies. So I started to run and dance. Not to look good, but because I had control. I love the way my butt pokes out of my jeans now. It makes me happy. I even got a tattoo. I love my body. It's mine, I'm in control, and hey, it is sexy.
My body's changed a lot since I came to college. For the most part, I'm okay with that. I like to believe I still have a six-pack, it's just buried. I'm a woman with childbearing hips and child-rearing tits. Seriously, look at them. They're huge. But they hurt, and they're annoying, and they get in the way when I'm running, sleeping, shirt shopping. Bra shopping's damn near impossible. Can't even count the number of times that people have accidentally bumped into them. I've thought about getting a reduction, but part of me is scared. What if I cut off the only thing that makes me unique? The only thing that makes me attractive?
When I was a senior in high school, I won awards for Most Likely to Succeed, Class Actor, and Best Legs. But as much as my lower extremities will help my commercial career as a leg model, I hate them. And the rest of my body isn't much better. Somehow a mixture of genes and childhood trauma conspired to make me look like some sort of awkward bird ready to strike at the nearest running scrap of meat on 4 legs. I'm skinny, skeletal, emaciated. But for the most part, I've become okay with that. I just need to find another awkward bird, settle down, and have awkward bird children. Or something. But my skinny-ass body is sure as hell not going to stop me.
I like my ass. It has those sexy side dimples like Brad Pitt and Troy. Body. I'm pretty well defined. I don't even lift weights. What I hate is this pair of man boobs that's been hanging off my chest my entire life. And no matter how much I exercise or what diet I try, they're not going away. I have bigger boobs than a lot of girls I know. What really pisses me off is my doctor says I have the healthiest heart he's ever seen. So why can't I look like a sex god?
I started throwing up when I was 12. I needed something I could control, and I could control what I put in my mouth. For 8 years, it was my drug, my natural high. I gained my plate, I couldn't escape. And it wasn't until I came to college that I saw it as a problem, and I got help, and I'm better. But it will always be there. I will always be bulimic. But it will never again control me.
I'm beautiful, but it's weird. It took getting dumped for me to realize it, though. He and I were together for 4.5 years, and he would always tell me, Courtney, you're beautiful. And I would always say, you make me feel beautiful. When we broke up, I was devastated, but almost immediately I started feeling prettier. It's like I wasn't relying on him to make me attractive anymore, I just was. Who I am and what I look like is complex and imperfect. I've got chubby thighs and gappy teeth, and I don't always like that. But I know I'm still beautiful. I talked to Tim the other day, and he told me again that I'm beautiful. This time, I said I know.
Gustavus is known for beautiful people. We are ranked as the 6th fittest college in the nation by Men's Fitness magazine. In college guides, we are known as tall, blonde Scandinavians. But this isn't the whole story. Our experiences with our bodies are as diverse as our bodies themselves. This is what bodies like Gustavus look like.
On-campus job and finding time to write my thesis and all this other homework? What? I've been running on 4 hours of sleep a night for the past 3 weeks. My friends have stopped telling me how tired I look because this is just how I look all the time. I don't understand how my professors think that I can write a 5-page paper in 2 days while reading hundreds of pages out of a textbook. I hear stories about these people that go to parties all the time or play Xbox all day long. I want to find these people. I know what classes they're taking so I can take them too. My mom called the other night. She said she's worried because she hadn't heard from me in a while. Is everything okay? I said, well, I don't really have that much time on my hands. I've got an open spot from about 3 a.m. to 7. If she felt so inclined, she could call ahead and make an appointment because then maybe I could squeeze her in. I am just trying to do so many things in not enough time. And I just really need a nap.
So, where does this leave us?
I don't know, Mom. I don't know what to tell you.
This is hard for me too.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just everything. It's just little stuff too, like, you know, you used to give me crap about all the girls I hung out with. You used to pay attention to my relationships, and you always said you'd be thrilled if I dated any of them. And I know I thought you were stupid, but you can joke like that about guys too.
I'm sorry, it's different. Things have changed. I don't know what it's okay to joke about anymore.
Why do they have to change? I don't want them to change.
Well, the other day in church, I was sitting next to Edna. She asked me how you were doing, if you were dating anyone, if you had a girlfriend. I didn't know what to do, so I said no. I didn't tell her about Paula. I wanted to, but I couldn't. I should have told her you had a boyfriend. She would have been fine.
Why should that matter? Who the hell cares what she thinks? It probably would be good for her small-ass redneck brain.
Well, I'm sorry. We thought it would be nice nice to raise you in a small town. It must have been awful for you. But while you're away at college, we're still here. I have to see those people in church every week finding new ways to skirt around the issues.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing for 18 years. It shouldn't be that difficult for you.
Well, it's new for me.
I have to go. I have a lot to do.
I still don't know where this leaves us.
I just want to feel like you're okay with me. I want everything else to be exactly the same, like if I was straight. But I'm not.
I love you.
Love watching Grey's Anatomy together and talking shit about the girls next door. I'm a defender.
I'm a center.
I'm a left wing.
And we're the best
football team
We're the Guitar Hero champions of College View.
I'm so in love.
And I'm the luckiest man on earth.
I don't see political labels, but I'm passionate about my political beliefs. Remember, people are more than politics. But don't forget to vote.
Congratulations! You just got a full scholarship to Gustavus.
You're a great leader. Would you like to be president of our club on campus?
Congrats for making the cheer team, girl.
You did great in my class last semester. Would you like to TA it?
Congratulations on your big internship.
You work really well with other students. Come on and join the Gusty Advocates.
Congratulations, your test results came in. You're pregnant.
What are we going to do now?
You better make the right decision. You'll be labeled as a killer.
I know it's a hard decision, but I just don't think you're ready for this. You have so much going for you.
Get rid of it. That way you won't have to deal with anything.
Oh, is it a boy or a girl?
Whatever you decide, I'll support you. I'm here for you, sweetie.
Congrats on being just another young black girl stereotype.
When I got pregnant, I was very disappointed in myself. I thought I was responsible enough to handle things correctly. I had all these things going for me. I knew neither my boyfriend and I were ready to have a baby. Yes, I knew it. But it was just all in my head. All I could think about is, what should I do now? And I didn't know. All I knew is that I had to make a decision, and it had to be made soon. Shoot. I had other things to worry about. College, my social life, my future. I mean, what would you say if you saw a girl walking around campus 8 months pregnant? It wasn't supposed to happen to me. Not me. My boyfriend didn't really say much. And it was all on me. I mean, it was both of our faults, so why did I have to feel this pressure, this stress? I decided to have an abortion. Yeah, it's something I regret, and it's something he regrets. But all we can do is move on. Each day I'm reminded of what if. But all I can do is be strong. Was it right or was it wrong? Who knows? All I know is that I did what's best for me. I'm not proud of it. I don't care how people feel because I did it on my own. And like I said, it was something that was best for me. I deal with this every day. And I'm going to have to deal with it for the rest of my life.
When did you get the news?
Yesterday. I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow.
They don't give you a whole lot of time.
No, but I expected to get called up. I'll be ready to go.
Did you hear about Andrew?
Andrew Hansen?
Yeah.
No, what happened?
My mom said that he was killed the other day. Bomb blew up under the truck he was driving.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
No. Did you know I kissed him in 7th grade? On the bus, class field trip.
Wow, I hadn't thought about him since high school.
Me neither. It's kind of a weird feeling to have someone you used to know get killed, huh? Puts things into perspective. You'll miss the funeral.
Yeah, I guess so.
Aren't you scared?
A little, but I try not to think about it too much.
Why? Why the hell are you still going? God, people change when they're over there. Have you even thought about what could happen? You could come back hurt or fucked up or not at all. God, when my uncle came back, he didn't even recognize his family anymore. Have you even stopped to think about it? People change. People die over there.
People die here too, Noemi. When I get back, I'll be a certified RN. I'll be able to get a job. I'll only be gone for 11 months. It'll be fine. I'll be fine.
But what if you're not? Look, I know I can't change your mind, but could you at least for a minute stop to think about what could happen?
I have.
Did you get the package I sent you yet? Cost $20 to mail to Baghdad, so you better appreciate it. Things are fine here. School's the same. There was an anti-war protest on campus the other day. Got some press. I'm sending you the newspaper article. I know you'll ask, did I protest too? I wanted to, but I didn't. It was weird. I felt like if I protested, I'd be betraying you. I don't know what to say anymore when people talk politics. I want to believe that this war is helping someone, and that there's a good reason for you to be gone.
No.
I want to believe that this war is helping someone, and you'll be home soon. We love you and miss you. Take care of yourself.
Honey, what's up?
Nothing?
You've been strange ever since you've been back. Is something going on?
No.
Do you want to talk?
About what?
Anything.
I don't have anything to talk about.
You have to. If you're not going to tell me what's wrong, you can at least make conversation.
Sweetheart, it's nothing. Just drop it.
Something is wrong. We don't talk anymore. I just spent the last year listening to you complain about being stuck in a boat in the middle of the ocean, about how much you hated your sergeants, how stupid you thought it was to have to carry a loaded gun around base 24/7, how you hated to change the light bulbs underneath the helicopters because you have to crawl through puddles of human piss. And you can't think of anything to say to me now.
Shit, babe, all I gotta say is those fucking motherfuckers can kiss my ass! I'm so over this military thing. Just drop it.
Don't you think you have to deal with this?
Deal with what?
Tonight, 270 people are sitting in this auditorium.
There was a night in Germany when tens of thousands of people were taken to their deaths.
This September, 682 people joined my community.
That night, November 9th, 1938, was Kristallnacht, a night of shattered glass and shattered community.
This September, 682 people began a journey together as a community.
Over the next 8 years, the Nazis murdered more than 6 million Jews and 5 million others, including gays, gypsies, political dissenters,
Tonight, Gustavus becomes a new community.
The Nazis destroyed communities, leaving behind the swastika, a symbol of hate still used against Jews, people of color, anyone different.
Tonight, our community is strong, but there was a night in May 2007 when in our community,
A swastika.
was drawn in the door of a Pittman dorm room. There was a night in December 2005 when in our community
A swastika.
was stamped in the snow outside Christ Chapel. It has been placed on doors, on magazines, on display boards, in the snow in the Euler courtyard, and in the tennis courts. And look, it didn't get here by mistake, and I want to do something about it. What are we going to do about the hurt and the pain it causes when someone puts it here? I mean, I don't know how to stop it, but I do know I don't want it to happen here again. So tonight, in our community,
A swastika.
was formed inside this theater.
Let this be the last swastika we see at Gustavus.
An editorial in the New York Times has recently commented on our campus.
Particularly the women.
We are noted for our silence, our polite acquiescence to authority.
Our hesitation, the way we defer and doubt ourselves.
It's easy to pull back.
I don't know if this is important, but
It's easy to be unsure.
I'm sure you've already thought of this.
It's easy to avoid confrontation.
This is just my opinion, but I'm not really sure if I agree.
It's not so easy to take up space.
To take up time, to take more. We want to be more than some conglomeration of vibrating particles.
Just waiting for a moment
to be more.
We are more.
I am more than a strong back and a sweet smile.
I am more than quiet acquiescence.
I am more than who you say I must be.
I am more than a moment of silence.
If you really looked, you might see.
But some days we are revolutionaries.
I will chain myself to trees in this forest and lie down before tanks.
I will put daisies in the barrels of guns.
And I bare my teeth at the dogs and the tear gas and the police. We won't go home.
Other days we are mothers.
I can kiss your wounds and smooth your hair.
I'll say when to straighten up and fly right.
I will care for you, even when you keep me up all night crying.
Even when you keep me up all night worrying.
I'm proud of you.
I love you.
No matter what.
Today we are students, all ears and thoughts.
We're trained to listen.
And tell me, how can I learn if I'm not listening?
How can I listen if I'm always speaking?
We're asleep, face down in our books.
Drowning in all there is to know.
We are learning when to speak
and when to keep quiet.
We are here to learn.
If we had all the answers, we wouldn't be here. But it's true. Some days I have nothing.
And my silence isn't always because I'm strong.
You say I'm prettier when I don't speak.
And that silence is golden.
And it's better to be seen than heard.
And I'm not really sure you'll want to listen.
So when my words are torn from me,
dug out by the roots,
I have to wait in this silence till these holes heal.
Scars form.
A testimony to my struggle between my voice and this staggering, vast world.
That makes me have to choose between being heard
and being safe. So tell me
about silence.
And what that means.
In this world where I'm so many things.
To so many people.
Just because I don't speak doesn't mean that I can't.
And just because I should speak doesn't mean that I can.
It's easy to point your finger.
Analyze me. Tell me how I'm weak and defeated.
That poor student. That poor girl.
Wound up in a web that is suffocating to the point of
silence. But we are not always what we seem.
We have hands like home and hearts like harbors.
And this smile only seems like surrender.
You know better, right?
We know that it is vital to be heard.
We know that silence can devastate.
We also know that silence can mean strength.
That within a quiet soul
can lie a thundering resolve.
Listen to my stillness.
And see what you can learn.
Go ahead. Take your pants off. You play basketball. Your high school. You're dancing. You got it. Oh, you're black. You got a guy.
Yoga, sculpted. Blow yourself up. Oh, you're a Sorry, I got it. Is that supposed to be salsa, girl?
Oh, she's doing the
You're tired.
Oh, she's a lazy Mexican.
Time, boring.
You're my father.
I hope you are not dancing like that. What the hurry? Oh my God, what are you doing? Are you arresting me? You're white. You're white.
Racism, you guys? Not cool.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you so much.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I just, can we not do this right now?
What's wrong?
No, nothing. Nothing's wrong. I don't know. I just don't really feel like it right now.
Oh, so nothing's wrong. Here. I'll help put you in the boat, okay?
Please.
Come on. We've been having sex for how long?
I know, and it's wonderful, but I don't feel like it. I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt you, and this is really hard to talk about with you.
I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I just don't want to right now, and I don't.
Michelle, I love you, and I just want to show you that.
I love you. But that doesn't mean that I've lost the right to make boundaries.
Hey, did you talk to your boss? Do you know if I got the job?
They kind of hired a couple of girls.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't even think they know the difference between a rose and a petunia.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, listen, I'm really sorry that you didn't get the job.
You know, did you tell your boss that I worked, in a greenhouse for 9 years and landscaping and Christ, I'm trained on the bobcat?
I told them all of that.
Well, what, am I overqualified?
No, it's not that. It's just...
What is it?
It's because you're a boy.
You mean it's because I'm a boy?
I don't know. It's always been an all-girls crew, and my boss said you didn't want a guy distracting us girls.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What? Christ, I can plant flowers as well as anybody else. I'm not there to get dates. Don't you think that's kind of unfair? Didn't you say anything?
I don't know. What was I supposed to say? It's just always been like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now made a touchdown at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. The local time is 8:29 p.m. Please remain seated until the plane has come to a complete stop.
Home. I'm finally coming home after what seems like a million years in a foreign country.
It doesn't seem real, but in just a few minutes, I'm going to be with Brian again.
No, that means finally coming home. I've been dreaming of this moment since her plane first took off. I can't believe this is happening.
I can't wait to just be alone with him.
I can't wait to just hold her for hours.
But for as excited as I am to see him, and for as much as I missed him, I'm a little nervous.
I've talked to her almost every day on the phone and exchanged emails, but she's been on the other part of the world, and I just feel like there's this huge part of her life that I'm missing out of.
What if he's changed? I mean, he's been going to college, making career plans, meeting new people. What if I don't fit into his life anymore?
I miss everything about her, the way she smiles, the way she smells. What if she's changed?
I can't wait to just jump right back into my life with him, but I have changed, and I need time to process all I've been through. I hope he understands that I need my space sometimes.
With all we've been through, I hope we haven't grown too far apart.
People say that the hardest thing about being apart is the coming back together. That weird transition-y time where you're trying to reestablish your relationship.
I'm really looking forward to rediscovering each other.
Maybe this sounds weird, but for as hard as it's been being apart, and for as long as it's been, I feel like this experience has actually brought us closer together.
Flight number 321B has now departed.
That's her.
That's him. So, I'll be heading home for Thanksgiving in a few days. It's always great to go home for a weekend and see my family, until Saturday night rolls around. It's always the same. My mom says, "Honey, do you want to come to church with us tomorrow morning?" I say, "No, not really." My mom says, "Well, why not?" And I don't even know where to begin. You see, in high school, I had all the answers when it came to my faith. I was even encouraged by some of my church leaders to become a pastor. When I look back on those experiences now, I can't decide if I was actually completely doubt-free about my faith, or if I was just better at faking it. All I know is that I entered college feeling like my faith didn't really belong to me, like I was borrowing it from someone else. Like it wasn't really mine. So I decided to set out and develop my beliefs on my own. And while the spiritual journey is a deeply personal process for me, I wanted to share some of those beliefs with you tonight. Yes, I believe in something bigger than myself. But no, I do not believe that my God is any better, or any different for that matter, than yours. No, I do not believe in strengthening a faith community by excluding certain groups and individuals from that community. And no, I do not believe in hell, and even if I did, I do not believe it is my job to tell you whether or not you're going there. My God is not a judge, my God is not a puppet master, and my God is not a man, or a woman, or anything else that I can understand any better than all the rest of you. Yes, I struggle with my faith. It's not always easy to believe. But just because I can no longer find my faith in a church does not mean that it is lost. It does not mean that I am lost. My faith is not what it was in high school, and I thank my God for that. It is more frustrating, more confusing, more dynamic, more fulfilling, more real. It is mine.
Why, hello, Jane, and a special hello to all of our viewers. You have just tuned into GLB TV.
And we have got a special treat for all of you tonight.
That's right, a special treat. The top 5 most awkward coming out moments of 2006-2007.
Top 5 most
awkward.
Oh, yes. So, as we watch these performances, make sure that you, the audience, are watching for your favorite contestant, because at the end, you will be choosing your favorite from the most 5 awkward coming out moments. So,
Let's bring out our first contestant. Contestant number 1, take the stage.
Hey girls, can I give you your lunch?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I'm gay. What? Oh, nothing. I'm just gay. Oh, water? No, I need a woman.
Are you seriously telling us that you're homosexual, or do you just have a really bad cold?
Me? Gay? Well, yeah. Contestant number 2, remember to watch for your favors.
Mom, Dad, there's something I need to tell you.
You've eloped. Dear God, did you pierce your nipples? Oh, you're not dating that damn neighbor's son, are you?
No, but I did make out with their daughter.
Gosh, there's never nothing on TV.
I know. Boring.
Wait, this is Gay Pride Week thing. Wait, you see that girl dressed in head to toe like metal on... It was on film, Macy's! Contestant number 4.
Jesus Christ! Brian, what are you doing in the closet?
I don't know. Maybe I should come out of the closet. Okay, here I come. I'm coming out of the
Oh my God, Noemi, I was just downstairs and all the laundry machines are full.
Oh my God, that is so gay. Well, you would not believe this, but every single one of my tires is flat.
Oh my God, that is so gay. Well, I was just downstairs too, and the printer broke just out of nowhere.
No way, that is so gay. Well, my professor gave me 350 pages of reading to do tonight.
Oh my God, gay.
I love penis.
Well, he sure is gay, but that was fabulous. So now we bring all of our contestants out again. Remember, you will be asked to vote with your applause. Let's bring our contestants out. Come on out again.
Next door. Contestant number 3, Macy's Day Gay. Contestant number 4, left applause in case. Contestant number 5.
Sounds like we have a clear winner, and I think that's contestant number 5.
When you come up with a smile or just some class, remember just to come out and join us here on the outside.
Everyone, stand in a line. Where do you stand?
I guess I'm not that surprised I ended up here. I mean, growing up, my family was basically lower middle class. Most of my clothes were hand-me-downs from my cousins, and we rarely went out to eat. But my parents did their best to impress a good, well-rounded education on us, and we always had to be in a sport and take piano lessons. My parents gave up a lot for my siblings and I, but I know that if my stepfather hadn't come into my life, I wouldn't be at Gustavus right now.
I never had a friend whose parents were blue-collar workers before I came to Gustavus. In the community where I was raised, a college education was the rule, and most people had a doctorate or at least some specialized training. I've always had trouble not looking down on those people who have had less formal education than I have. I think it's time that I stopped complaining and realized that I have been given every opportunity one person could possibly have in their life.
My dad is the only reason I'm standing here. When he was my age, he would have been at the very back of the stage. He was raised in a slum in San Antonio where racial inequality and drive-by shootings were just the way of life. People told him that he would never amount to anything because he was poor and Mexican. So he decided to prove them wrong by going to college and getting a PhD by the time he was 26. I was raised in an affluent suburb, and he tried to give me and my siblings all the opportunities that he never had. Still, I feel like a total alien whenever I go visit my cousins who live in that same slum in San Antonio. I feel guilty for all that they have, or all that they don't have, and all that I have, and, but still I'm proud of my dad for all he had to overcome.
My life, well, to me, is pretty damn good. Being in the back does not change that. Unfortunately, some situations like growing up with a single mom and whatnot have put me at a disadvantage. But the thing is, the same things that make me underprivileged are the same things that make me who I am. Some of my best memories growing up are riding the bus with my grandma. And my mother is a professional in a lot of ways that for some reason just don't count. Look, I'm not saying that my underprivileged status isn't real, because it is. And it's hard a lot of the times. All I'm saying is that there's no reason to underestimate me or overpay me. I have a lot of advantages that just can't be quantified.
I guess I didn't consider myself belonging here in the front. You see, I grew up in a city where people own houses bigger than some of the dorms on campus. And I come from a family of artists. Well, not the starving variety, but kind of close sometimes. I knew there were things growing up that I wouldn't have, that I wouldn't experience, that my richer friends could. But I think it took until coming to Gustavus for me to realize that my community, and especially my family, give me my privilege and opportunity. But that's something we all deserve.
I come from a loving, hardworking, and nurturing family. I know, right? I'm way in the back, the bottom of the totem pole. That's a result of many things. I'm black, I grew up in the murder capital, and I was raised by a single mother. It's because of those setbacks. I didn't choose to be in the back, but that's where I am. It doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that so many people are not aware of how hard I worked to get where I am today. Don't pity me, but don't be apathetic to my situation either. You see people like you every day. Just acknowledge the fact that we all have work to do, or else I'll never make it to the front. I just want to be next to my friends. But why is it that I have to work 3 times as hard to get there?
And welcome to How to Make It Out of College Alive. We are here to explore the life patterns of these students in their natural habitats. Now, please note that a first year and a senior, as they call them, are radically different creatures. So, follow us in the aging process of Augusti in their 4 years on top of the hill. First, the social function known as drinking. Watch our first-year student as she approaches the watering hole for the very first time. Luckily, for the sophomore, drinking is a refined and elegant art.
Woo! Hey, let's go! Sweet! Hurling!
The junior understands that good drinking is the product of good environment. She knows when and where to drink.
Hey guys, we only have 10 minutes until the next meeting. Let's have martinis. I've got the recipe for the perfect caramel appletini.
Our senior has adapted a Zen approach to drinking. Most importantly, it doesn't really matter when or where, it's just sometimes best to drink.
I have to study for my GREs and have a 15-page paper due in 14 hours. Can somebody please bring me a beer? I am not leaving my room.
Next, we see our students in their personal maintenance habits, or PMH, also known as grooming.
I only have 3 hours before getting class. I gotta go to lunch, take a shower, exfoliate, depilate, curl my hair.
put on my makeup. Where's my matching velour tracksuit?
In a brilliant set of survival tactics, our sophomore has combined his grooming with his drinking.
Oh. Oh, my mouth tastes like ass. Where's my toothbrush?
Junior, through her experience, she knows that grooming is an involved, artistic, and most importantly, elaborate art.
I'm lucky if I even have time for mascara.
Well, or not. Let's see the senior instead.
What do they mean, business casual? What the hell is business casual? Does that mean I can't wear sweats anymore? Sweats are casual? God, I don't want to grow up!
Now we see our first year in the ever-present and sometimes necessary studying.
Get B minuses.
Luckily, our sophomore student has learned better. He knows how to study effectively.
Hey, dude, cakes in?
Hurling.
Fuck it.
Luckily, our junior knows better.
Studying? Who has time to study?
Our senior, however, has really, truly accepted all that higher education has to offer.
I used to study, but then I realized everything I need to know I can learn at Patrick's on trivia nights. My team won free beer last week.
Now everyone, pay very close attention. We have received rare and exclusive footage of the mating rituals of college students, also known as dating. Our first year.
Oh yeah!
Our sophomore.
Get up and do a cake
I love you.
Luckily, our junior student has learned to appreciate dating in a much fuller sense of the word.
I don't need to date. I have a boyfriend. We have separate schedules, but after student senate, hockey practice, working at the writing center, and volunteering with my little partner, sometimes we watch a movie. If I don't fall asleep first.
Well, at least our seniors got it down.
All my roommates just got engaged. Fuck! You'll do.
Well, thank you for watching this evening's episode. We appreciate you tuning in, and hey, have a good night and make good choices.
My father was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer last October. It's weird to think that he might not be around for my college graduation, or walk me down the aisle, or know my children. I am my father's daughter. We complement each other's beings, and I'm not ready to lose that.
I was standing in Wallenberg when my cell phone rang. Rita, are you sitting down? My heart sank. This couldn't be happening. Not now. No, Mom, I really don't want to hear what you have to say. I'm super busy right now. It's Diversity Week, remember? There are tons of people depending on me. Rita, I am so sorry, but you have got to sit down. Your cousin Annie died in a car accident this afternoon.
Fortunately, I have never experienced the death of a loved one. After coming to college, you hear all these stories about people's friends, parents, and grandparents passing away. And I truly feel lucky to have all my loved ones with me. But at the same time, I am scared. Scared to death to lose them.
Pearl was one of the first people I remember aside from my parents. She was like my mother, my favorite aunt, and my grandmother, all in one. I always thought she was immortal. Now, I didn't think a fall down the stairs could put her in the hospital, in a coma, on life support. After 3 months, the decision had been made to take her off life support.
Sometimes I draw on losing him so much that I forget about everybody else. And then I get mad at myself for dwelling on it, because how can I be productive that way? I don't know how to feel about it, but I do know that I can't cry forever.
The others are crying. And they ask me why I'm not. I'm too numb to experience it, and she wouldn't have wanted to be remembered that way, so I won't cry.
It's that feeling of being completely empty. It doesn't matter what I say or even what I do. It just isn't right. My world isn't right. I don't really want to deal with this right now.
And I hate this taunting feeling that I have not done enough to give back to my parents. And I can feel myself being torn apart if I were to lose them right now.
He says that it doesn't bother him to be dying soon, because he's done most of the things he wanted to do in his life by the time he was 22. But I'm not ready. I still need him.
Since I'm not crying, they ask me how I feel, but I never have a good answer. I'll deal with it by myself, on my own time.
My father once told me that people die because they have served their purpose in this world. Now, if that is true, then there is not much time left for my parents. And the last thing I want to feel is regret for the death of a loved one because of the lack of love that I was able to give them.
She's my best friend.
She's my girlfriend.
She's my daughter.
And she's hurt. When she first told me, all I could think about was what would have happened if I would have been there. I should have been there.
I didn't want to believe it when she told me. I didn't know what to do. I felt trapped, paralyzed.
I didn't want to believe her when she told me. It shouldn't have happened to her, not her.
At parties, we always look out for each other, always. But it was just that one damn party, that one damn time. I would have watched her back. I would have noticed if someone was following her around.
What kind of boyfriend am I if I can't even protect the woman I love? As a matter of fact, what the fuck kind of person would want to hurt her? He's a fucking coward, whoever did this. And I swear to God, if I find him, I'll kill him.
I hurt when my child is hurting. And if I could, I would take all of her pain. But what I wish for most is that my baby would just get better. Start smiling more and crying less. But her world has changed, because the world has not.
I'm here to say a word so it won't seem absurd when I walk around scared. Because in truth, before the other night, I thought no one would have dared to cross the line at any time and break into my space, waking up with all these little scratches on my face. Bruise, scratch, bruise, scratch, bruise, scratch, bruise. But before I lose you, let me begin with a story. A party, a birthday, my good friend,
got all dressed up, bought a yellow dress, and went right in the club called Envy Dancing. That's what I love to do. Sweat and wet. Hey, did I dance with you? You see, I can't remember much, since someone decided I should lose touch with reality, so you see, he drugged me. Just slipped it in, Long Island iced tea, and that was it, the end of the night for me. Waking up suddenly, blue hospital bed, dry mouth, bruise on my eyelid. He did what? What did he do? You see, I can't say what's true. Can't nobody tell me, so I can't tell you. All I know is darkness. Dance in my yellow dress, put my drink down 30 seconds or less. Wake up with a drip in my arm. Wake up with pains on my body. Wake up with hurt on my inside. And forever and ever and ever, this man, he will hide with his drugs in my drink and his hurt in my heart. Hurt then run away, so I'm left to say, oh yeah, I'm okay. But I don't know much. Except this man with no name who we'll call Rohypnol is tall and short and strong and weak. And now every person that I meet suddenly has this ability to hurt me and take me from yellow dress to blue hospital bed with pains in my head, so I'm scared to know. As a woman, there are few places I can go, because I will never know his face or what really took place in the dark.
It was just that one damn party, that one damn time.
I swear to God, if I find him, I'll kill him.
But her world has changed, because the world has not.
You know what I've noticed? I feel like I'm dealing with racism alone here. Can I touch your hair?
So, you think you can teach me how to dance sometime? Oh my gosh, Flavia, they're so hot. You're so lucky.
Are classes getting to you yet?
Please let me know if you need any extra help adjusting.
How do African Americans feel about structural violence? Affirmative action got you here, so it can't be that bad. You're struggling so much, why don't you just go home?
You can't get mad, you're segregating yourself.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh no, Marlinda. Don't be paranoid. Racism doesn't happen in Gustavus.
So what do you want me to do? I'm not the one saying those things. I'm not the one doing those things. So what do you want me to do? I mean, I know hate happens. I know people are racist and bigoted and whatever. Everyone knows that. But this is Gustavus. It shouldn't happen here. And if it does, I can't do anything about it. Everyone always tells you that one person can change the world. That's bullshit. I can't fight this type of hate. It's too big. And besides, I can't do anything about it. I'm only one person. I don't draw swastikas in the snow. I'm not racist. It's not me. I'm only one person. I'm only one. Only one.
But still, I am one.
I cannot do everything.
But still, I can do something.
And because I cannot do everything,
I will not refuse to do the something I can do.
So what can we do?
Speak.
Silence allows hate to fester and grow, and apathy Just not giving a shit is contagious. Silence is one of the worst and most persistent forms of violence.
So speak out when you see hate.
Speak out against fag,
Nigger.
Bitch.
Speak out against complacency and silence.
Speak, even if it's the hardest thing you have to do.
Speak, because you have a mouth to do it and a heart that wants to be heard.
Speak because you've been hurt.
Because you are loved.
Speak because you're strong. Because you're scared.
Because you should.
Speak because you're a revolutionary.
Because you're a student.
Because you are part of this community, and there may be someone here who needs to hear your voice.
Speak because hate happens. But at Gustavus, we will not watch hate happen quietly.
I am only one.
But still, I am one.
I cannot do everything.
but still, I can do something.
And because I cannot do everything,
I will not refuse to do the something I can do.